Hey, welcome to another exciting episode of Senior Cruise Line. I'm here
Hi.
with Josie Roberts, who is not just a special guest. She dressed up just for today,
Yes.
just for this class.
Yep.
Nope. Okay, but she looks really nice, and we're gonna take a look at some of the amazing films. Now, you've been in this class twice, right?
Twice. Yep.
So it's really interesting because usually students don't get a chance to do that, but your first opportunity to take this was during that weird COVID year, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So like we started and then it was like bye.
Yeah. I mean, I liked it though because I didn't take any other classes. I just took this in person and then I got to sleep all day. And it's a pretty fun class to just take this and then not have to do anything else. It was a pretty easy year, except for the classes that I failed because I was online.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad we can laugh about that.
Yeah.
But this worked out okay, and you're back in, and everything has come out really, really well. I mean,
Yeah.
you grew up. I mean, so let's
Yeah.
talk about that. So you grew up. You now have a future, and what do you think of doing in the future?
So this fall I'm going to be going to the University of Detroit Mercy, and I'm going to be majoring in biology and possibly minoring in criminal justice and eventually going on to the forensic pathology route.
I mean, that's huge, and that's a very specific,
Yeah.
very well thought out plan.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been my plan since I've gone through a lot of different plans, but I think I've stuck with this one and it's what I want to do the most. So,
What drew you to it?
my mom has always been very interested in like crime and stuff like that, so she naturally just got me into it. And so I think that's just what really led me to it. And she's not even that much into it like I'm doing cuz she's like I could never do that, but I don't know, it's just what I like, I guess. It's a little weird, but like I take anatomy now and I like dissect. I just dissected a shark and a pregnant rat.
And a pregnant rat?
Yes.
So you're
But
laughing about
it was pretty fun though. It was pretty cool, so
What
yeah.
was up? Okay, now you've got me intrigued. Okay, so my wife works in a hospital, and she'd always thought about becoming a forensic pathologist, but she works in cytogenetics, so she does deal with a lot of pathology. And I remember, she would bring home gross anatomy, and literally that was the name of the class, and she would talk about cadavers and going through all the different parts. And does all that fascinate you?
I love it. I love it so much. I'm so excited to have a career in that and actually getting to like do what I want. And it's like a weird career. You're not gonna meet a lot of people who are like, I wanna cut people open. But I
And when you
think
do meet them, you usually want to run
you're
the
like,
other
ew.
way.
But I think it's cool to, cause it's in a way you like help people also, cause you get to like help people get their peace
Right.
after someone, because not everyone knows what happened, so you get to help people find out what actually happened to their loved ones and help them get their peace.
Oh, that's
So-
an amazing way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Speaking of looking at things, notice this transition.
Yeah.
We're going to go straight to your website, which
Yeah.
is I love this picture to start with. That is a great photo. What made you choose that to start with?
I think it's pretty unique. I don't take a lot of pictures. I take a lot of pictures, but not pictures that would be looked at as like professional.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's just one of the best pictures I could have chosen for that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then there's this.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This kid. So what was this kid thinking when,
I think she was just happy to be in her princess shirt with her Hello Kitty on it, and I'm still addicted to Hello Kitty, but she was having a good time in Target, which
Oh
is
my
still my
God.
favorite store.
Oh, you got to love Target. But that hat.
Yeah.
That hat, the snakes. Oh my gosh. So this is super fun. So is this your highlight reel?
This is just
Or is
like a
this just
slideshow. It just has a
slideshows?
couple pictures in it.
Oh, look at that. That's a Josie I've never seen.
That's a Josie you've never seen.
I've seen that Josie.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, these are great.
yeah.
Very happy in that
That's-
last photo, but this.
Yeah. My grandma forced me to take a picture after I went to visit my college for the first time.
I'm only laughing because it looks like, okay, get the picture over with.
Yeah, it was. That's exactly what it was, actually.
And then there's this professional glamour shot.
Yeah.
And then we're back. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's my works. So, do we have a
Highlight reel is right in the middle, right
right
there.
in the middle?
Yep.
Boom.
And all the my works, it's work from this year and my first year. So,
Oh, cool. All right, we're going to go full screen. I'm going to pause this, and we're going to go back so we can see the whole thing. I want to make sure that, there we go. Here we go. So, is it crazy looking back on all
Yeah,
that?
it's making me kind of sad. Like, I almost want to cry that it's over.
Aw. Well, that's a good thing. It's better than going, oh, thank God it's over.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I mean, look at all this stuff.
Yeah, I've done a lot.
It's a lot. So, what was your favorite in 2 years?
The favorite video.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. We did so much. I hated my first year music video, but I really liked this year's music video.
Yeah, that was fun.
Because my first year I had a whole plan and then I never got to do it. So I had to film a whole thing in class and it was absolutely terrible. The worst video you could ever watch. And I'm so glad I don't have that on here.
Yes, that would be bad.
Yeah. But
But look at all the cool stuff you've done. So, as someone who's done this 2 years, what would you say was the biggest difference for you in learning between year one and year two?
I think year one, since I was new to everything, it was like really difficult for me. So like I really, really struggled my first year, and I had like a really bad grade the whole year. But this year I've had like a pretty good grade the whole year because Like, even without you having to explain anything, I'm just like, oh, I know how to do this. I'm just going to go do it. Because
Right.
I just know how to do everything already. So it's like not a problem at all. So,
What's interesting is knowing how to do everything, you still are challenging yourself to do the thing.
yeah, sometimes I do struggle a little bit still, even though I do know how to do it. Sometimes it's more of just since I'm a senior now and it's almost over, I'm just like, oh, I don't want to do it. Like, that's all. I just don't want to do it at all. So,
Sure. I mean,
sometimes,
motivation's hard.
yeah. And it's been hard to be motivated recently just because I'm like done. Like, if I really wanted to, I could just,
You're done.
right, I could just not do anything because I'm already in college. I already did everything I want to do. So, obviously, I'm not going to do that, but that's what I could do.
Well, what motivates? So that's a really interesting point. But what motivates you to not do that?
I think it's more just for like my self reputation. I don't want to be that person who just gave up at the end because they could. I want to keep trying and make something of myself.
Good.
Yeah.
I think it's perfect. So if I could go back in time, I want to go back to. I mean, obviously, there's so much here. I really love this because there's so much here to look at. You've got your contract, you've got your socials, all those things.
Yeah.
But this, what would if you could go back in time and tell this kid a piece of advice? What would you tell her?
That's a hard one. It's so hard. Probably just keep going, honestly. Because that kid literally knew nothing of what was going to happen, and I've been through a lot.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of bad stuff. So, probably just keep going. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I kept going. So, yeah.
Well, me too. I always tell people it's not the success that shows the type of person that you are. It's being able to handle all the failures and jump over all the hurdles, and that's what makes you the person that you are.
Yeah.
And look at you,
Look at me. I'm going to college.
and doing forensic things
Yeah.
and getting all dressed up for your senior day.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to leave on that note. Overcome the things. You know, you did a great job, and you're going to be missed.
Yeah. You're going to make me cry.
Aww. So, for the last time, we're going to say bye, Josie. It was a good senior run, and we will miss you.
Bye.